And we're back for another episode. In this episode I'm going to be unlocking Sigmascape as of patch 4.2. And as always, hello from Mithrie. So I just hit item level 327, which is above the requirement of 325. I got a couple of pieces from Rabanasta, which you can get infinitely now. I upgraded my weapon to 340, which you can use the coin from Rabanasta and buy the 330 versions for creation, and so on. So I just pieced together a 325 plus set very, very quickly in the space of a day. So I'm here with Jessie in Ralga's Reach at 1312. So let's talk to her and let's get this unlocked. So the quest is called Return to the Rift. Jessie greets you with a grave expression. So Mithrie, I'm glad you're here. In case you haven't heard, we've observed a huge surge of anomalous energy coming from the Yawn. I have a nasty feeling this means Omega's ready to go ahead with the next stage of its experiment, but Master Garland is on his way, so let's hear what he has to say. So, care to share your thoughts on this, Chief? So our colleagues on the ground have reported the appearance of mysterious floating structures inside the Yawn. If you recall, we were investigating a similar anomaly when Alpha and Alt Rot made their appearance. Omega certainly knows how to get our attention. I blush to recall the eagerness with which we plunged into the abyss, ignorant of the warped gladiatorial contests that awaited us within. And what a staggering collection of opponents, plucked from the pages of both history and fiction for their ability to pose a threat to Omega. And should you prevail against these interdimensional champions, what then shall be your prize? Why, a battle against the most devastating weapon this world has ever seen. How marvelous. He says with eyes aflame, for once I wish you were being sarcastic. I'm Nero, I don't ever be sarcastic. Anyway, the energy surge, based on our previous experience, it seems highly probable that this is our signal to rejoin the fray. Needless to say, it is an invention we cannot refuse, not when the alternative is Omega unleashing its creations on Eorzea. Well, Mithrie, are you ready to answer the call? Why not? So, well, I'm afraid Biggs and Wedge won't be answering any calls just yet. They're still mending from the ambush in the control center. Yes, of course, we'll just have to struggle on without them for the time being. Don't worry, Nero and I will see to it that you receive all the support you need. Defeat is not an option. Queer. I do believe Alpha here agrees. Oh, that reminds me, I've got something special for you, little fellow. Come with me. Cool. Bye. Ah. He's so chubby. So a custom-made Ironworks uniform. Oh, you do look smart, I must say. He is part of the expedition team after all, and considering the dangers lurking in that rift, it's only right that we give him some protective equipment. How very thoughtful of you, Jessie, and there I was thinking you were just sizing him up for a new range of merchandise. Unlike you, I can do two things at once. I wish I had that uniform. What about my protective equipment? You are a famous hero who can afford her own gear. I'll bet you could buy a house for the cost of what you're wearing. Joking aside, I doubt even a fine uniform like ours would last long on you. What with all the fighting you get up to, you'd need to tailor something specific to your needs and make it out of far more durable materials. And by durable, I mean expensive. Saying that, if you were in a position to provide said materials, I'm sure our artisans would happily work day and night, all blissful smiles and sparkly eyes to make you something suitable. aka crafting is expensive, you can buy that. Fascinating, though this discussion of Ironworks garmature undoubtedly is, might our time not be better spent, say, travelling to the Yawn? Omega awaits. Bye. Okay, so I need to go to there, which is good. It's right next to the teleport, which is convenient. Oh yeah, I'm using this Magitech hand mount for the sake of this video. Okay, thankfully we're nearly there already. There we go. Okay, we have a solo fight in this dungeon. So, how inviting. I'm ready when you are, Mithrie. Say the word and we'll take the plunge. So, duty calls commence battle for return to the rift. If your level is above 70, it will be synced. So, right then, into the Yawn we go. I am with you, mortals, along with what scant wisdom I can provide. Oh yeah, I forgot how weird this dungeon was. So, interdimensional rift. I'll say to anyone who does these quests and skips all the cutscenes that you really are missing out. So, well, the rift seems much as it did before. And we appear to be mercifully solid. But I do detect some changes. If I'm not mistaken, there are fewer eggs floating in the ether. So welcome, Alpha Group. Your prompt arrival is appreciated. Omega, it would seem that your experiment continued in our absence. Affirmative. Progress has been satisfactory. Approximately 50% of the test subjects have been eliminated. Each test world hosts an ongoing contest wherein the strong eliminate the weak. The process is certain, conclusive, inevitable. Every result matches the predicted outcome. Every result except yours. Ah, rip. Do these images cause you distress? Please examine them closely. Without suitable simulation, you may not exceed your calculated probability of success. Your survival is crucial to my study. Through you, I must continue to explore the contradiction I have discovered in your otherwise impotent kind. The ability to triumph against overwhelming odds is one which I must acquire. Foolish machine, what hast thou to show for all the years that have passed since the culmination of our war? Naught save thy continued existence. Hast thou not fought for what befalleth thy home star? Question mark. Your attempts to provoke me will not succeed. I will follow my programming. Fight, win, evolve. Then I will return to bleep blop. Error. Accurate rendering of planetary label impossible in current mode of communication. Terminating exchange and returning to priority experiment. Alterations to equipment parameters detected. Recalculating projected combat capabilities. Bleep. Complete. I will now commence recording your practical performance. Proceed, Alpha Group. Overcome the obstacles in your path and reach the end of the course constructed for you. It seems we have our orders. Shall we cut a path through the shaft then? Oh, well, that cards he's got in his hand. Oh, those are some nice cards, which means, one moment, card, game, play. You mean to play a part in proceedings this time? Of course, that's what you meant. Well, we do have authorization to fight in this area of the rift, so I suppose there's nothing to stop you from joining us. Welcome aboard, Alpha. Bleep, bleep, bleep. Was it cat wiggling his butt? Okay, let's do this. Maybe I can go sword oath for this. Huh. The level checker. He's immune. Alpha mind the trap. Well, you're stuck for now. Oh, well. Yeah. I guess the good thing with Paladin is I do have clemency. So I should be fine. Rip. Well, that's that taken care of. Child's play, it's been a poor welcome thus far. Let's move on, shall we? Okay, let's go. Okay, next. Cool. I guess I just don't want them running around. I didn't combo properly, but still killed it anyway. That's an accidental provoke. So far so good. I guess that's the issue when you're a tank, your DPS is not as high. Ah, damn it. Oh nice, is he gonna do something about it? Nice. With it then. Fair enough, fair enough. So, right, are we ready to Ah, apparently not. Fortunately for you, I came prepared for the occasion. What a perfect opportunity to field test my latest creation. That smile. Nice. So, behold, Mark XL8. I don't know what L is in Roman numerals. Iron Nero, complete with the new and improved mighty Molnar gunhammer. Step aside, Garland, and bear witness to the devastation. Why is he fighting me? Or is he helping me? He's up. Okay. I thought he was fighting me for a sec. If only paladins had AoE, eh? That's clemency. Nice. 18k self-crit. That's a tank. Okay. Whew. Well, we made it. And there's even more of them. Wonderful. Nice. Done. So you thought it would be a problem, but nope, it's actually really easy. So Dada Luma. Let's do this. He's nearly dead. It's a benefit of the tank. So most of this dungeon is Final Fantasy VI. That's Kefka's clown mask right there. So that seems to be the end of them, and of the path as well. As far as operational duration goes, that was pushing the limit. Still, it should suffice. So, in between scrambling to stay out of the way of Nero's new toy, I found myself wondering about that card you used, Alpha. Care to explain? He boasteth that it is but one of many tools at his disposal. Be not deceived by his appearance. Like all of Omega's creations, Alpha was chosen for his prowess in battle. Analysis complete. Results match revised projections. At this rate of improvement, you will fail to qualify as subjects of note. Midgard-Soma, your parameters are notably inferior. Dost thou yet believe me the mighty Yerm I was in life? That incantation perished long ago. My fate was sealed the moment I delivered my spawn onto this far-flung star. That they might be suffered to remain, I did offer up my own life onto Hydaelyn, abiding henceforth in spectral form, a servant to be summoned in her hour of need. Your account correlates with my records. It explains why I arrived on this planet only to find that my journey's purpose was lost. Of necessity, my priority shifted to repairs even as I searched for a new target of sufficient strength. Yet I still do not understand why you aid these creatures. I should think the reason plain, but mayhap 'tis not so for a soulless machine such as thee. By thee and thine was my home laid waste. The sound of thee, thy very scent, visiteth upon me a tempest of rage. I but lend these mortals what little I did, so little aid I can render. Hashtag dammit. Illogical. If your purpose is to facilitate my destruction, it would require an entity more powerful than you were at your prime. Without the means to muster such might, your presence here is meaningless. The experiment continues. Alpha Group, your next opponent awaits you within the Sigmascape. Enter and commence the contest. Okay, so let's complete this quest. So that should do it. Our new base of operations is up and running. Now, what I'd really like to do is delve a little deeper into Omega's past. Be as our dragons seem disinclined to indulge my curiosity, we had best focus on the task at hand. Let's go on with conquering the occupants of this Sigmascape, shall we? Complete. Okay, so the next quest is no slowing down. So Sid is ready to discuss your foray into the Sigmascape. So before you cross a threshold, we should take a moment to discuss where we stand. That is the test world you need to conquer, the Sigmascape. Is that a mask or a face? The castle was certainly a surprise, but this is verging on disturbing. And we currently have no idea what it might signify. My first instinct is to dive straight into our analysis. The problem being that without a reference point from within the Sigmascape to start from, we'll have no way of knowing if we're even analyzing the correct data, which means you'll just have to go in blind. Hardly the best way to enter into a fight, but needs must and all that. Are you up for the challenge? Yeah, why not? So can I ask you to join her, Alpha? We seem to be flying out here, but Mithrie will need your authorization if she's to do battle inside the test world. So keep your wits about you, Savior. Your next opponent could be almost anything. Cool. So let's talk to Alpha. Quack. So Alpha appears eager for you to proceed. You may enter Sigmascape 1.0 whenever you are ready. Okay, Sigmascape 1.0 is now accessible. Nice. So that's it. So hopefully the next episode will be me doing the dungeon. So anyway guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and as always, goodbye from me and goodbye from Mithrie. Bye guys.